that. But at this, we have Hulk Hogan muscling in on another championship here as he faces Money Inc.
Not to be confused with Murdering,
Yeah, don't. There's no way you should be able to confuse the two.
which is an American record label founded by Chris and Irv Gotti 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So, and just so everybody knows, because of course you want to know, my favorite artists from that label are Ashanti and Ja Rule.
Is Ashanti still part of Money Inc.?
I'll double check and then I'll follow up with y'all.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the Mega Maniacs are now being managed by Jimmy Hart. And the reason this came about is one, Jimmy got tired of being treated poorly on the road.
Okay.
I'm sure if
wonder what that was like.
Like people are really buying into the kayfabe, quote unquote, the stories that the wrestling companies make up for the fans to believe.
Okay.
And just like people who follow a certain political faction believe the stories that are put out there by a certain orange, fake, blonde.
Oh my God, toes.
Convict or whatever he's currently facing. Some people believe it too much, and then they take that a little bit too personally, and sometimes they attack or berate wrestlers.
Oh no!
So
don't do that. Wrestlers are people too.
Exactly. So
wow, wrestlers have feelers.
Jimmy pretty much decides that he actually wants to be a good guy for once. So he sets up this situation where they want IRS or Ted DiBiasie to hurt. Yes, that is correct, Raymond. I'm about to get to that. Wait, didn't Beefcake have a broken face at this time? Actually, he was already healed of his broken face, the broken face that he suffered when his parasailing accident was in 91. So this is 2 years removed for that. So that's people still weren't comfortable with wrestling with Brutus, and that's why he needed to have that mask. But that's the whole thing is that Money Inc. had got a hold of Brutus the Barber, and they were gonna start pummeling his face, and they wanted Jimmy Hart to actually start pummeling his face too. But Jimmy did not want to do it, and then when IRS tried to do it, he got in the way between IRS and Brutus, and he essentially saved Brutus's face.
His heart wasn't in it.
No, his heart was on the side of good this time. So that's how he ended up managing the Mega Maniacs.
So Hulk looks a little slimmer.
Yes, and he's also sporting a black eye.
I had asked him, like, what is that? Super pink eye, or what was happening with his eye?
Well,
it looked really freaky.
According to the kayfabe interview that we get before the match, the multi-million-dollar man actually got to pay somebody to take care of Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
But at this point in time, revealing what's behind the curtain is Macho Man had actually punched Hulk Hogan in the face.
For realsies? Like for real?
Yes, I just said we're pulling back the curtain.
Oh, sorry.
Like, the reason for this is because at this time he's having actual in real life marital problems with Elizabeth.
Oh.
And Macho Man believes that Hulk Hogan is with Elizabeth and doing inappropriate things with her. And that's how he ends up with the black eye that we see him appear at the event of WrestleMania 9. Whoa. Even though the WWF now is trying to tell you that this happened because the multi-million-dollar man had hired goons to try to take out Hogan so they wouldn't have to face him tonight.
Wow, that's intense. Whew. So with that said, who are you rooting for?
I would have been rooting for Money Inc.
Okay, me too. I'm rooting for Money Inc. I think Beefcake and DiBiase are great. I've never seen the Hulk wrestle the $1 Million Man
Hmm.
during a Wrestlemania, and I just want to take a moment to appreciate how cool that is.
Yeah.
So, if I'm young Maria watching this,
Hmm.
and even me, I guess old Maria now, I just thought it was super cool. I'm like, all right. I mean, here we have the $1 Million Man, who sometimes I call the $2 Million Man because of his hair.
Hmm.
We have him facing off with the Hulk, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So what do you think?
About this match, I thought it was okay. We get Hulk Hogan obviously going over.
Okay.
He could not lose. Even though he also didn't get the belts because this match ended in a disqualification because of Hulk Hogan's use of the mask.
Mm,
They eventually during this match get Brutus's mask off. Money Inc. does, and they actually try to use it. But before they could use it, Hulk Hogan cuts them off, and then he uses it on them.
I like that Macho has a comment where he's like, "This match is sped up and slowed down at the same time," which is pretty funny to me because I'm like, how is that possible? I thought Beefcake put on really great production, and Beefcake takes Iris and DiBiase out. Somebody said it's a club sandwich. Hold the mayo.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I was just laughing at the commentary throughout this match.
I wonder what that meant.
And also, um, what a manager. Jimmy flips into his ref coat.
Yeah. We tries to get those guys of the Mega Maniacs the tag team championship belts. But guess what? He's not a real referee, so it doesn't really count that Jimmy Hart counted the 1, 2, 3.
I mean, shout out to whoever made his outfit or his costume.
I think if it wasn't Jimmy himself that did that,
Yeah.
he probably helped design those things.
I mean, that's a really good idea. It's just, made that story even just a little bit better.
Hmm.
For our audience watching, I just realized that when our very own co-host Carlos is having a great time, he also does the Hulk Hogan move. So when he's having an amazing time, what do? You do this.
What?
I'm not doing it justice.
Am I doing a Q-tip? Am
No, not
I
the.
cleaning my ears?
But you do the Hulk Hogan
Oh, I do the
move.
Hulk Hogan.
You do that. And I'm like, it took me how many WrestleManias to
It
realize.
took you 9 WrestleManias plus because I guess we don't count the time. But yes, it took you 9 WrestleManias to realize for the past 9 WrestleManias when Hulk Hogan celebrates in the ring, besides doing his poses, he actually does the "I can't hear you" type of hand swirling hand to my ear.
And you've been doing that for years. So
Exactly.
that was pretty cool for me.
Hmm.
So with that, did you have any other comments? Because I feel like that takes us to match cinco, seis.
Yeah, but Hogan actually does that because he's old and deaf, according to my friend Raymond.
Same.
That's also the reason I do it because sometimes I can't hear anybody.
Can't hear you.
Yeah,
We need one of those horns.
yeah. I know I need one of those things that turn your headphones up,
Turn your headphones back.
turn them up.
Turn them up.
But so do you recommend this match or
Yeah.
you do?
I I do recommend this match.
Okay,
I thought it was pretty cool.
all right,
Would recommend the watch.
all right. So this is your third favorite match then?
This is my third favorite match.
Okay,
Yes.
so you've had 3, and I've only had 2, I believe.
This is definitely my third favorite match. Yep.